Just a little bit more at night. So I figured out what I'm going to do with this sheep farm. What I'm probably going to do is split it so that one half is on one side, the other half is on the other side, and we have the two wide corridor in the middle. So since I believe it's 16 colors, eight colors on one side, eight colors on the other side. Depth-wise, it will be offset a little. I don't think I want to split it into 4 parts, but depth-wise it's fine, I think. Oh, when did it become night? Hold on, did the YouTube thing not work? Oh no. Yeah, I think I broke the YouTube comments. Let's undo what I did for now. It's still not showing up. What if I do that thing where there's something about refreshing the cached version or something? I saw it earlier today, but of course I can't find it now. Okay, we may just have to go without YouTube feedback today. Let's see if I can. It's possible that I just have to do something like this. Yeah, actually, I don't think it's me. For some reason, the widget itself is not linked, apparently. I wonder why that is. Well, this is a great start. Well, thankfully, this one's going to be a pretty short one, I think. Yeah, for some reason, the service that's supposed to be linking up the YouTube chat just totally isn't picking up the stream at all. So weird. Okay, I give up. I'm gonna see if there's a way I can link the YouTube comments without using this other service. It's just another point of failure. But yeah, I'm not sure we're actually going to start on the wool farm right now. One more pressing matter, perhaps. Maybe not really more pressing. But now that we've decided which way is up, now that we've decided to condense the stalls here, we need to actually fix that throughout. So basically that means we're going swimming. I think I am left. Okay, we're just gonna do this blanket. Take it as much as we can, except that we can't pick everything up. Yeah, of course. Once. Okay, I am doing great with these elevators. Yeah, I should definitely just. Okay. We might as well start on the actual construction while we're here. Oh, some of them landed on the roof. Okay, and time to go swimming. I'm also toying with the idea of turning the docking ring into an actual ring. Right now I can't really call it a docking ring at all. It's just a set of docks. Let's see, do I want to elytra this? I'm gonna elytra this. I mean, I can just feather fall. I'm just gonna feather fall. I need the power on my phone. Okay. I think, no, missed a couple. Okay, that should be not everything. Is that a fish? Yeah, that's just a fish. Okay. So that went, I think, easier than I thought it would, but unfortunately I have to do like 3 more sets. Also, apparently I'm not finished yet. The same thing applies here, which is actually going to be really nice. So part of the problem with the outer ring stalls was that there would be not enough room for the walkway, or at least way less room for the walkway than we would have height. By walkway, I mean the outer ring. But since we are condensing everything by one block, hopefully, yeah, I should have just grabbed some more while I was down here. I wonder if Streamlabs spontaneously managed to connect at all. Somehow doubt it. Nope. Right. I also turned off or turned down the noise reduction, so hopefully some meows come through. And not, computer fan noise. Well, that's unfortunate. More and more, I think I need a roof access here. Can I take it from here? Nope. Okay. I was like, I was feeling like there was a net loss there. There was actually another stack. I wonder if this guy still has his same deal. Nope, it changed after reloading, or after logging back in. Discount is nice though for cured villagers. It was an 8 emerald mending before. Next time I might bring some emeralds and lock it in. What I'm really going for is efficiency though, efficiency 5. Okay, hopefully that's everything recovered. That's those 3 hooks migrated. Look at that YouTube thing one more time. Yeah, no, it's just still not connected at all. So weird. Okay. I'm gonna have to Google it, I think. What did I do here? Oh, wait a second. So is it a matter of space? Yeah, I think it's a matter of space. Yeah, okay. The spacing's fine. Do I have anything else? I think it's just the extreme over the outer ring over there. So for now, let's just grab everything we drop. And I think that's it for that migration, except for the outer ring. Being so systematic about picking this up. Was that another? Yeah, okay. Is that everything? It must be everything. Okay, and do I actually... Okay, so that would be the outer or the inner wall. Then we would want the two wide-ish. Oh, I see. This is different now, I think. Why is it so different? It didn't change the spacing that much. Okay, well, I won't complain about too much extra... I don't really complain about extra space. In any case... Oh, right. I was thinking that we might actually want this to be... Okay, this actually works out really well. Because if this is the real spacing, we can make this one extra stall. Because I was thinking that since this is all spruce logs, we can make the outer ring, which is also spruce logs, actually the inner wall, or this interstitial wall, and then have the actual outer ring walkway be outside of this, which kind of is what I was originally wanting to do anyway. So this could be perfect. Off to a great start. Okay, if we approach this from the perspective of this being a wall, then the questions become: where is the room? Probably here. And where is the service quarter? Probably here. And the unfortunate question, which I don't know the answer to, is what happens as this curves around? And I do still think that we want the beds to be on this side. Although now that this is different, that may not be true anymore. Because the thing about the bed The thing about the bed is that it has a wall as well. So ultimately, it is too wide, whatever it is. But then the question is, which side is the bed on? Since there is an extra wall, I think it would be unfortunate for the bed to be on the side that's curving in. So this is actually kind of the reverse of the verdict that we reached last time. Not sure how I feel about that. Nervous, I suppose. Okay, so that's kind of what the curve would do to the service corridor. So far, so good, I think. We should go pick up the brick slabs sooner rather than later. Okay, and first, like, anomaly construct. This is still... Okay, so the inflection point or whatever is here. This is where it transitions from that cardinal direction to that cardinal direction. Okay, so what do we know here? This would be the work block. The bed could actually be here. Okay, so we were worried about the villager escaping that cell. What would they escape worse if the wall were... This is interesting. It may be worth experimenting with this. It may actually be worth experimenting with this with that villager. If we feel adventurous enough to relocate that villager into another cell for science. Oh, the dentist isn't until tomorrow, Monday. Well, I guess today now. Oh, it's showing up. Okay, so yeah, it looks like YouTube, the Streamlabs finally picked up the YouTube stream. I feel like it's going to be problematic if it's that kind of a binding. That's a hazard of Golden Week. Not that I'm complaining. Okay, so if the bed is here, this is going to be one weird cell. Let's build a cell and then... I'm actually calling them cells now. Let's build the cell and then see what happens, I suppose. We're going to still need that bed, which, once again, it's like, why do I just not build the sheep farm? Maybe I build the sheep farm first at this point. I also realized that the igloo that now has no villagers in it, we could actually just take the bed from there and also take the red banner from there and maybe, I don't know, replace it with a black banner or something. Maybe a blue banner. Something to indicate that the igloo is now empty. I'm going to start building the cell first and then we can worry about the sheep farm. Or not, because I do not have wood with me or planks. Okay, sheep farm it is. So this is going to start with some design. See what materials do I want to be? Probably wood. Probably screws, planks. You probably do want some logs as well for decor. I swear there was a second gray shulker box. Oh, you know what? I may have left it upstairs. Or that may be wishful thinking. I don't know. I thought there was a second gray shulker box. I'm not holding it, am I? Yeah, okay. I could make a second gray shulker box, or at least a second shulker box. Did I leave it somewhere else? I do think that I want to start relocating some of this ad hoc workshop into, like, maybe the dome with the super smelter. Do I have the dyes required for gray? I have gray dye. My inventory is once again becoming a wreck. Let's start by just placing this here. And maybe worry about the shulker box later. Spoken like a true procrastinator. I'm already holding it. Okay. And I'm thinking... So partly this is inspired by other such farms that I've seen, so I'm bringing similar materials. Wood and glass. Where is my redstone? There's some redstone. I'm also going to want to bring... Okay, there's redstone components. I'm also going to want to bring some stuff from Central. There are a lot of bows there that I can use for dispensers. I might hold off on the dispensers for now. What's the recipe for dispenser? Yeah, the bow's basically the main ingredient. Okay, so the layout. We want the two wide corridor. We want it to be approximately centered here, maybe biased towards here a little, which means that this is going to be the first, what do you want to call it? Stall? Row? I'm going to use scaffolding to mark it. 2, 3, well, no. 4 on each side, right? Is that correct? Yeah, 4 on each side. No, that's not correct. Yeah, because it's not arranged in this manner. It's arranged in this manner. Then there's a question of, can we expose this side, which we probably cannot. If not, if we want it to be accessible in some way. Which, I mean, there's not really a reason to make it accessible, except that otherwise, what are we doing with this 2 corridor at all in the first place? Then we can probably justify it farther up because we don't need that extra width. I wonder how much depth we need. We need the container, which should probably be sideways with a label on it. Could potentially be a barrel. It should probably be a barrel, actually. No, capacity is kind of important. Let's make it a chest. Sideways chest with a label. Which means, well, it doesn't mean anything yet. So this would be the chest. I guess it could just be the dispenser. No, it needs a hopper to pull out of the dispenser. Because this dispenser is a suck dispenser, if that makes sense. And then the hopper pulls out the wool from the dispenser. So this is actually both the hopper and a dispenser. And then the sheep goes here. So the depth actually isn't that large. But we also need to make sure that we can layer it because we need 4 tall. That might actually not be tenable because we also need to be able to access it, and I don't want to have to jump to access it. So if we have one on the ground floor, one up there, the alternative is we continue on here, but 3 doesn't really get us anything. It's possible. Let's see, the arrangement that I had in mind was the 4x4 grid, which we can still service. We can just have like stairs or something. I think that may be the best way to do it, because there's no way we're going to get a 4th. Actually, we can. If the depth isn't the issue, we can just place it all in this layer, which is wide enough. So we could actually have a relatively small or relatively compact sheep farm. Now, is that something we actually want to do? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's still 16 colors. Okay, so if we arrange it this way, there's also limited depth or limited height here. So, like, if we had this here, chest, hopper, dispenser, sheep. And then the second layer, there would be no room for the second layer. Right? Chest, hopper, dispenser, sheep. The question is, do sheep need a second tile to breathe? Although, isn't there something about glass? Okay, maybe this is splitting hairs. Um, I don't think this is enough space. So yeah, if we proceed with the four tall plan, I believe we have a lot more space to work with. We just need a staircase or something. For some reason, I like the idea of this geometry. So if it is 4 tall, how do I want to mark this out? So the sheep would be there. Do we even have that much vertical clearance? We do have that much vertical clearance. I'm not thrilled about using that much vertical clearance. But so yeah, if we're doing it that way, then the top sheep goes there. Next sheep, I believe, what's the offset going to look like? The offset, there doesn't have to be much offset at all. It comes down to, again, does the sheep need a second? I might have to go do some animal cruelty experiments. How tall is a sheep is the question. Let's go do science. Food is a lot more important now, and now that the server is on hard mode. Oh, hello. Once again with the chunk loading. Okay, how do I want to do this? I'm just gonna box a sheep in. I actually don't know why the villagers haven't taken this bed. There should be a sheep somewhere around here. What's that potion? Or effect? Status effect. And do I have anything to repair? Let's repair this one. What? I feel like that didn't so much knock back as came at me. Okay. I don't know where the sheep is. It'd be nice if the sheep were already in a hole. Where's the sheep? Not quite in a hole. Not at all in a hole anymore. Grab some wool on here. There's plenty of time for that in the sheep farm. Okay. How about here? Get in the hole, please. Do they even fit in holes? I also still need to look up the parameters for grass growth, actually. I don't know if grass can grow underwater. So, okay, they do fit in holes. They do not stay in holes. This, yeah, huh. No. Do they not like being in holes? Okay, it may be time for a lasso or a lead, whatever. Not cruelty free. Okay. Okay, I do believe that it needs this space because I cannot place the block here. Okay. Question answered. Related unfortunate question. Can I do this? The answer may be I cannot, but not for the reasons I think. Herding cats and sheep. Okay, yeah, it's not getting in. I think that's conclusive. Ooh. The sheep does need too tall. Okay, so that answers that question. Still not sure about the parameters of grass growth underwater. I should leave out a patch of dirt with some light and see what happens as well. I'm gonna think of a dandelion. Okay, rotten flesh I could have left over there. Plenty of things I could have left over there. Am I still holding a map? No. It's like a to-do list. It's like a reminder that I need to go replace that magenta banner. I see. I still want to send off a minecart. Hopefully it makes its way it just makes it the whole way this time. I don't think it will, though. It's a matter of chunk loading. Next time what I can do is I can get out of the minecart before they crash. Okay. Let's see. This is plenty of lighting. Let's leave a bit of dirt here, see if grass grows. Do I need to like bone meal or something? Anyway, I'm gonna have some that I can bone meal as well. If I have any bone meal. Okay. String. Why do I have that much string? Oh, probably looting sword. Man, looting 3 is somewhat overpowered sometimes, I think. Nope. Wasn't there also something about placing bone meal on stone? Anyway, yeah, so the grass does not grow if I click dirt with bone meal. I'm just gonna hope that it grows, and if it doesn't grow, I may have more Google to do, and or building skylights. I hope I don't have to build skylights. Okay, but so yeah, sheep do require 2 tall squares, which means I cannot just layer them one on top of the other. They do need to be staggered. But they don't need to be staggered by much. They only need to be staggered by 1 block each. So the top layer looks like this. I believe that is necessary. So then each one is staggered. So the full width, including end cap, is here. Second layer, third layer, fourth layer. Which is plenty of space. Actually, it's like even symmetrical. Okay, so this is actually what I would say is a decent layout. We can proceed with this, I think. Let's get started. I swear I have here we are, chests. So I say let's get started, but we still haven't verified grass growth. I'm gonna Google this real quick because this is important. If I'm wrong about this, we're wasting time. Minecraft grass growth. The key grass block. Grass block natural blocks generates abundantly, blah blah blah. Is there anything about dirt in here? Grass of my citizen. When a dirt block is adjacent to a grass block and exposed to a light level of at least 4. Okay, so we may actually need grass blocks, which we have a couple of them. We do not have a feather touch, or not feather touch, silk touch shovel. We do have a silk touch librarian though, so we can get a silk touch shovel. And yeah, once we do that, we don't even need multiple. I think we can just spread grass. So let's go ahead and go fetch a grass block from Central. And then we can start expanding grass to where we need it. Instead of getting a silk touch shovel. We may have to reckon with that minecart sooner than I thought. Once again, WTF to my inventory. There's the minecart. There. Yeah, that worked. We have to do it again, though. Okay, why? We may need to cook, actually. We haven't needed to cook in a while, but yeah, now that we're on hard difficulty and we're actually using food, we do have some more beef, and we have plenty of lava. For that matter, we also have plenty of coal. Have we been selling the beef? I don't think I'm going to cook just yet. Let's just bring some more cooked food. We have 9 grass blocks. That's a lot, actually. Let's drop some things off. Okay, so we can drop off that shield. I still don't know why we're carrying a second shield. It's in the ender chest. We should bring more end rods wherever they are. Where are the end rods? Have I used all my end rods? Wait. That means I need to make more. Do we have blaze rods? How do we use our end rods? I mean, I know I've been using them like nobody's business, but still. We do have blaze rods. Oh, very funny. As I can't find where. Where did. Oh, it's up there. Okay. Do we need to bring more glass? Do we have the capacity to bring more glass? Let's bring a little bit more glass. How are my shulker? I have one shulker box. It's probably spoken for. Okay. In-game cat. Okay. I think this is decent. We should probably also bring some wheat because we're going to need to breed sheep at some point. Although that, we could say that we should be setting up a wheat farm for that purpose. But I think that's premature because we need to build a whole... That's going to be on the top floor. There's also a matter of those are breeding. This is a long road. Yeah, okay. Do we need to bring any more dirt, though? Let's just assume so. And bows for the dispensers. I swear we used to have more bows. Do we have more dispensers? There's 2 dispensers. You should probably go ahead and craft the dispensers now because they stack, whereas bows do not. I feel like I want to bring some more of this stuff. I feel like I'm going to bring those pistons too, actually. And there's a crafter here? At this point, I feel like I'm just stealing stuff. Okay. This will do for now. Oh, it's one of those nights. Oh, hello. Something bad has happened. Um, do I want to do what I want to do about this? Can I do what I want to do about this? Where is my boat? I need a boat. Okay, let's first get him out of the way. Trap. Okay, I need to build a cell. Then I need a weakness potion. This isn't even, I mean, so the sad thing is, I know this villager. The trades aren't good. You know, actually, death is better. Because I believe this is my master librarian, right? The one with the name tags. I'm gonna sleep first, although I guess I should put this guy under a tree so he doesn't burn up immediately. But yeah, this does mean that I should absolutely fix up the doors because I suspect this happened because the door got broken down. So yeah, let's sleep first. Fix up doors. So much to do. Okay, first let's free up some inventory by building dispensers. I need redstone, don't I? I need a lot of things. Where's my... Okay. I swear I had cobblestone. Okay. Did I really put the cobblestone in the inner chest? Why? Oh, because the bows. They don't register like this. Oh crap, I accidentally built a dropper. Is that all my bows? Yeah, that's all my bows. I mean, droppers are also valuable. Okay, now what to do about this guy? This is not a good situation. What the Yeah, okay. I need to bring this guy somewhere else, and hopefully he doesn't burn up in the meantime. I could just make a dedicated cell. This feels... Okay, first off, I do still want to identify it for sure. I believe this is the Master Librarian with the name tags, in which case it's really not worth saving. In fact, this is an improvement. This guy can be re-rolled. Okay. As much as it pains me, I believe I will have to just kill that guy. That was shockingly easy. Okay, so yeah, this door... Yeah, okay. Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to secure the doors, perimeter doors. How many iron doors do we have? Well, it looks like none of them are here. It's fine. We do still have a fair amount of iron. Oh. That was the wrong librarian. Okay, I have no idea who I just killed. Oops. I mean, ultimately, it wasn't that good of an opportunity. I am so justifying right now. I should feel really bad, actually. We should memorialize that librarian by naming a door after him. Not that I mean, the librarian did not have a name. Should have used the name tag from the other librarian to do that. Also, it's... Oh, that is full of snow. Yeah, that's not gonna grow. I think this is gonna be spruce buttons. Just for the extra contrast. Can we put buttons here? Oh. Yeah, okay. I think that looks fine, right? I mean, I'm not that much of a fan. We can raise it, I think. Higher. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And then do we want to deal with this? The thing about this is, even if we deal with this, it's very temporary. And sometimes that happens. Such a okay. And let's see, for this one, probably also wood buttons. I feel like I'm being super cheap about this. There's another door here. Wait, am I out of iron here? Yeah, okay. The aforementioned iron golem that wasn't going to be able to do any protecting. All in all, this is way more secure. Okay, so we do need 2 more iron doors. We are not out of iron. We are holding the iron. Yeah, okay. And in the end, I don't think we use those buttons at all. The stone buttons. Were there? Yeah, okay, there were. There. That bow we are not going to be using for the Spencer. I wonder if we need to bring more redstone. Probably not, actually, but can't hurt. Okay. That was an exciting visit. What did I do? Oh, sticks. Yeah, okay, I think that's fine. I feel like it's not fine. Why? Okay. Wheat. We needed wheat. Can you steal my grass seeds? I mean, not that it matters, it's the grass seeds. Okay, that's decent. Just imagining the title for this stream eventually. There will be something about homicide. So I'm experiencing more lag. I think we also need quartz for observers, right? We didn't bring that either. Did we? We have quartz blocks. Can those be decomposed into quartz? They cannot. That is not what I was talking about. Okay. Make sure I'm not making something up. Yeah, we need another quartz for that. Pretty sure we're just gonna have to go mine that because chances are, okay, chances are we've already consolidated all the quartz we have into quartz blocks anyway. And then how do I want to do this? I think it's more valuable to use the scaffolding for actual construction than as placeholders. Okay, so speaking of which, here's a question. No, it's gonna have to be this one. There is probably a way we can make this more compact actually. The routing would be more complex, but we could do it actually, especially if we offset everything by 1. Yeah, so if we offset, I think we can do that. Okay, if we offset each individual layer by 1, I think we might be able to fit this tall. I kind of want to try that. I can't guarantee that I can actually succeed, but it beats this. It beats this like 2-story construct. Okay, so if we go with this somewhat more naive? If we go with the what we want to do, um, Huh, I've never built a raft. Do we have more hoppers? Oh wait, you still need to start spreading grass. Where are dispensers? How am I supposed to place these? Ow. There's still the matter of powering it, though. The observer should be able to power it directly, I think. I think if I get this wrong, I'm wasting a block. Yeah, so if that happens there, corresponding one happens to the side, powering the dispenser is a little bit tricky because the redstone needs to route along each side, but it is doable. We can route it along the outsides, I believe. And redstone power dispenser by being routed on top of it. And I think that means the answer is yes. If I put redstone, okay, good. And not that one. Yes, it's powered. Okay. Okay, so this is doable. Make sure will this be yes, okay. So yeah, I believe this will work. And so we can't put this under here. This is going to have to be to the side. After either side, honestly. And if it is off to the side, the sheep can also be off to the side. Oh, interesting. So if the grass is up there, server's there, dispenser's there, but you can't route the redstone because there's chests in the way. So I think, yeah, you can't route the redstone because there's a chest in the way. You could potentially route the redstone over the sheep. No, there's not a. It has to go two over the sheep. So the alternative is we put the dispenser. We use a second hopper, which I believe is fine. Question then becomes: do we have to do something weird about those sheep? The dispenser would be on the other side. You have to route the. Hmm. Is okay. So is there a way to do this on the upper floor? There may be actually, because there's enough room up there. Okay, so if the upper floor does that, I'm really wishing I had that silk touch shovel right about now. Can we go make a silk touch shovel? But yeah, let's finish the thought. We're gonna finish the moth. If this looks like this, Dispenser up there. I mean, she could even be here. No, that's just asking for trouble. I mean, it's not just trouble. It just doesn't look that nice. So yeah, the sheep is there. Observer can be on the side even, so this is actually extremely compact. Other side can be the same, except the observer. Okay, so if I think we have to explicitly do this one too. Okay, once again, I want to explore the bone meal option. Did I? Oh, I probably once again used all my bone meal. Not up there. Is there enough light here for this? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is. Okay, so if there's an observer here, you can indeed route the redstone over this. Okay. Yeah, it's possible. It is very possible. I do want to go get bone meal. And for that matter, a silk touch shovel. much silk touch is. Would be really hilarious is if the librarian that I executed was a silk touch librarian. I think the chance of that is actually relatively high because I have this vague memory that the silk touch was actually in the other village. I would put the chance at 50-50 actually, because I think there were two useful librarians there. Yeah, okay, time to go see if I have an egg on my face. Meanwhile, we should probably... How do you brew a potion of weakness? Fermented spider eye to a water bottle? So not even awkward potion? Just water bottle? Why do I not have glass? Wasn't there... Didn't I involve a shulker box with glass or something? Did I put in the ender chest? Okay. This is not a crafting table. Yeah, there's a 50-50 chance that I executed the Silk Touch Librarian because I was unwilling to use Zombify him. Because I thought it was the Master Librarian with the 20 Emerald name tags. We will know in the morning. At least, due to that incident, this central is now safe again, or secure again. Librarian Domo Toka desu ka? Librarian. Silk Touch, okay. I still need a book. But yes, okay, so I still don't know who actually executed. Infinity, maybe? Which we do have another Infinity source, so that wouldn't be too terrible. And as much as, killing an innocent person is... I mean, there was a zombie, though. That is not my inventory. But I could do that a lot. I just treat some random square or some random cell in another container as part of my inventory, and I'm surprised why I didn't grab what I thought I did. And do I have another shovel? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Efficiency unbreaking mending. Actually, it's like, remember that shovel that I was so torn up about forgetting that I had? This is like a perfect opportunity to redeem myself a little bit. Silk touch grass, am I right? Okay, do I want to rebuild this anvil? It has been a very useful anvil. And again, it's not like iron is hard to come by in the greater ecosystem. Never mind. Okay, so I just barely have enough, I think. No, actually, I had one short. Wow. Wow, okay. I can spell eventually. 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 It's also perhaps a little bit dubious that, no, actually, while we're here, we might as well take care of our little multiple problems. I realize I'm getting distracted again. Yet another side quest. I think. Okay, so it's either going to be a black banner or a blue banner. Black is the end portal, so let's make it a blue banner. Got a map so we know where the hell we're going. Meanwhile, what can I put? We have daylight left. It's like we have this whole. It's not like we were short on golden apples either. It's just potions of weakness, and feeling a little bit of I don't know what you want to call it, hard feelings against that one librarian that's still alive. The 20 emerald name tag librarian. Ow. Okay. Double check. I believe this is essentially void of good stuff. You can even take the sign. Yeah, I think this is essentially, we can just call this done. Is that an actual, I mean, it's not like we were short on cacti either. But yeah, is that an actual cactus? Good night. Oh, yes, me decide. Me too, actually. Oh, I swore I would never use a sword to do that. But yeah, I should really go to sleep too. How do I want to do this though? I'm gonna finish this errand. That can stay here. That can all stay here. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, let's just finish this errand. Go back, see if we can. I forgot to bring bone meal. There we go. How's this villager doing? He's must be got cured by now, right? Yep. We expect great things from you in the future. Now we could go to the Sandlot portal, or we could just fly straight back to Central. Let's fly straight back to Central. I still have to go on that Nether expedition too. But yeah, basically the next thing I want to figure out. Oh, hello. What else was I? There's something else I think I needed. Nether quartz. I realize I'm in the Nether and I could just go out and get some Nether quartz, but still, I have to see if we have any here. We shouldn't, because I should have consolidated it all into Nether blocks. Hi. It is kind of nice I don't have to worry about villagers wandering outside anymore. That I've descended all the way into despotism. I have 2 Nether quartz. That is, yeah. Okay. That is enough for 2 observers, I believe. Do I have any more observers? Do not have any more observers. Oh, it's firing a poison arrow. A poison flaming arrow. Okay, cool. Okay. Do we want to do both at once? I do think we want to do as much as we can at once. Let's go get some observers, I suppose. Okay, so how we envision this working, is something like, oh, I can't place it like this, can I? Actually, okay. I mean, it's not correct, but okay. Oh, wait a second. Observers only emit from the back, don't they? Okay, so yeah, we can't do it this way. Okay, in the meantime, yeah, okay. I mean, that's not what we're going to do. I mean, that we can't do it that way, but okay. So what about bone meal? Can we trigger grass growth using bone meal? We do not need any more poppies. Okay, so I'm really not sure about this. On the other hand, okay. So I don't know how we can spread grass. Let me see if, okay. Random intervals. Okay, so yeah, basically just waiting and hoping that there's enough light. Right? How's this? Ow. But yes, it did seem to work. We got grass back. And let's see. Okay, so we know we can't do it that way. Ow. It's gotta be this side, right? No, it could also be either side, honestly. Okay, so as long as it's not the side that's pointed at. But keep in mind that we were going to do. No, this is fine. This is fine. Okay, and we can't put it here because it'll interfere with opening, right? Yeah. And there's going to be a thing over it. But what we can do, I think, can we? Does that work? And now that we have the soap shovel, we should absolutely start farming grass. I say that, but it's not like we can't just go get more grass. Okay. In theory, this should activate dispensers. It worked. Okay. Okay, so at the very least, the principle is sound. Jury's still a little bit out on the spacing. I think it works, but until we lay out the whole thing, something could still go wrong. Oh yeah, we're getting more grass. Okay. I think that is sufficient for now. Tomorrow we'll continue with the layout. In between seeing how our cat, how Yoshi's doing with an actual vet appointment or with an actual dental specialist appointment. All right. Why do I feel like, oh, let's actually also, let's just go to bed. That's me.